Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. Did you fill in your census form at the weekend? And if so, what answer did you give to the question about religion? It's a controversial question and of course voluntary, and I'm glad it was, because you could choose not only to not answer it, but also, if you did answer it, to say in your own way what your religion was. And this is a freedom to be cherished, because there are many countries in the world where not to be a participant in the established religion puts you at risk. But it's a freedom that has been won over generations, and today is the anniversary of the occasion in 1811 when Percy Shelley, one of our great romantic poets, was expelled from Oxford University. He'd written an article called The Necessity of Atheism, arguing that people should have the right to choose whether to be a believer in God or to be an atheist, and that this choice should not affect their status. But what he wrote was seen as being an attack on God, and therefore an attack on the state, and therefore an attack on the structure of society, and so he was expelled. Now, we don't see our religious status as having quite that significance, and we have the freedom to say openly what it is. But our religious status doesn't say an enormous amount about where we are on the spiritual spectrum. It doesn't even say really whether we are religious or not. The Humanist Society did a survey before the last census, in which they discovered that whilst over 60% said they belonged to a religion, less than 30% of those said they were religious. And interestingly, of those who said that they were Christian, less than half said they believed that Jesus was a real person. So these censuses don't really give an idea of what people actually believe. And I was wondering how I would describe my state of belief, my quotes, religious status. How would you? You might like to put something in the comments box if you come up with a good phrase or a good word to describe it. It might be atheist, it might be agnostic, it might be a believer, it might be a seeker, explorer, might be a lover of nature, might be someone who believes in wisdom, it might be a disciple. I was thinking today, particularly because it's the festival of the Annunciation, the festival of the occasion, as the story goes, when an angel appeared to Mary and she agreed to be the mother of Jesus. Yes, she said, "I will be your servant, do with me according to your wishes." I think for me, that's not a bad definition of where I am on the spiritual spectrum. I want to be God's servant. But you'll have your own answer to the question, and whatever it is, it's not likely to be the kind of thing that it's very easy to put on a census form. But the census is only a form, and what we really believe is something that's in our hearts and part of our lives.